Good afternoon. This is the news update on Dominion Television, Ibadan. I am Oluwayemi Adelakun. The federal government has announced that it will introduce reciprocal visa restrictions on United States citizens in response to new U.S. visa rules affecting Nigerians. The American policy now limits visas to single entry permit, valid for 3 months, and requires applicants to disclose 5 years of social media history, email addresses, and phone numbers. Foreign Affairs spokesperson Kimebi Ebienfa confirmed that an interagency meeting with the Ministry of Interior and Security agencies has been convened to finalize Nigeria's response. Ebienfa emphasized that Nigeria will not hesitate to impose reciprocal actions, insisting that if Nigerians are required to disclose their social media account when applying for U.S. visas, the same will be demanded of American applicants seeking Nigerian visas. The Ogun State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has suspended Gbenga Daniel, the former governor of the state, with alleged anti-party affairs. Daniel, senator representing Ogun East, was suspended alongside Kunle Folari, one of his loyalists. Nuberu Lufemi, Ogun APC spokesperson, said in a statement that the party's state working committee ratified the suspension of Daniel and Folari by their respective wards. Olufemi said that a disciplinary committee was set up by Ward 4 in Shagamu local government area of the alleged misconduct bordering on anti-party activities committed by the former governor. The Ogun APC spokesperson said that Daniel was invited to appear before the committee to defend the allegations, but they failed to do so. He added that Folari also failed to appear before the disciplinary committee set up by the APC Ward 6 in Shagamu local government area. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has detained 2 senior officials of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria over alleged fraud linked to the 2025 Hajj exercise. Top EFCC management sources with spoken condition of anonymity confirmed the arrest, noting that both officials were currently in custody. They, however, declined to disclose the sums allegedly misappropriated. In a statement signed by its Assistant Director of Information and Publication, Fatima Zara, on behalf of the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Professor Abdullah Usman Nakon, stressed its commitment to accountability and due process. Although the Commission neither confirmed nor denied the detention of its officials, it stated that it maintains an open and ongoing relationship with relevant government agencies, including anti-corruption and regulatory bodies. The Federal High Court in Abuja has approved a DSS request to shield witness in the trial of 5 suspects charged with the June 2022 Owo church attack that killed over 40 worshippers. The defendants, arraigned on terrorism charges, pleaded not guilty as the DSS opposed their bail, citing risk of witness intimidation. Justice Emeka Inwite adjourned ruling on the bail application to September 10, 2025. Speaking outside the courtroom, the prosecutor dismissed claims that the case was politically motivated, insisting the charges followed a thorough investigation and stressing that protecting witnesses was paramount to national security. Defense counsel, however, praised the welfare of the defendant in DSS custody, stating how they are being treated while waiting the trial. In the meantime, the case remains one of the national attention as the court prepares to decide on the defendant's bail application, a ruling that could shape the pace of proceedings in the high-profile terrorism trial. On the foreign scene, Libya's High National Elections Commission has issued a strong warning to the public not to rely on any municipal election results circulating via social media or unofficial outlets. The Commission plans to officially publish results within 21 days, though the process may wrap up sooner due to suspended voting in several areas. The municipal elections held across 26 councils saw a voter turnout of about 161,000, representing 71% of those who collected their voters' cards. Israel Defense Ministers approved a plan for the conquest of Gaza City and authorized a call-up of around 60,000 reservists to carry it out. Defense Minister Israel Katz moved point pressure on Hamas as mediators pushing for a ceasefire in the nearly 2-year war in Gaza awaited an official Israeli response to their latest proposal. While mediator Qatar expressed guarded optimism over the latest proposal, a senior Israeli official said the government stood firm on its call for the release of all hostages in any agreement. Israel and Hamas have held on and off indirect negotiations throughout the war, resulted in 2 short truces during which Israeli hostages were released in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. A court in Colombia has ordered the immediate release of former President Alvaro Uribe, while he appeals a witness tampering conviction for which he was sentenced to 12 years of house arrest. The sentence announced early this month marks the first time in Colombia's history that a former president has been convicted of a crime. He received the longest possible prison term. Uribe, who led Colombia from 2002 to 2010 and defined domestic politics for a generation, was found guilty of asking right-wing paramilitaries to lie about their alleged links to him as they committed atrocities while fighting leftist rebels. Talking sports, Manchester United winger Alejandro Garnacho has rejected an offer to leave Old Trafford this summer as it holds out for a move to Chelsea. The Argentina international has long been destined to leave the Red Devils after a fallout with manager Ruben Amorim at the end of last season. Garnacho has been linked with a move to Chelsea this summer, and the Blues are keen to welcome him to Stamford Bridge. The 21-year-old is said to have already agreed personal terms with Enzo Maresca's side. Meanwhile, Chelsea are likely to have raised the funds through departures before they can make serious progress on a deal for Garnacho. You can follow us across the social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and X at DominionCast. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television. I am Oluwayemi Adelakun saying thank you for watching and good afternoon.